Right, strike two. With torpedoes this time. Anawat Rendili Steiner, okay.
Jump completed. Liana.
The Sith would befriend the Hutts and use them. We're befriending the Mandalorians and the Commerce Guild and using them.
Got my eye on you.
Good. That means you don't see my fleet behind me. The RP is real. Oh yeah, we were reawakened by Darth Boso after we jumped to the unknown regions. Hi.
Jump completed. Boss.
Bye. There's 3 food. Look at this neutral system that nobody owns. Oh look, a Sith battle group. Protect position in Liana, by the way. That's their job right now. Right, we're gonna get the fleet to form up. We'll just hang out here. Hi guys, that's a great defense you put up there. That's like that one N1 starfighter in episode 1 that gets shot down.
Experimental construction facility.
Affirmative.
You hear those torpedoes? Sith have returned, baby. That was a V-19.
Confirmed.
How do you tell your just here? I just turned off the HUD because, you know, me likey. That little white and blue bar over the ship model there. Yeah, I saw you. When I came back in there, I saw the V-19 and I was like, nope. So I told everyone just to resume their normal orders, which puts the premises back onto intercept. A lot of the Furies are on attack with, so they should continue to attack the facility. Oh no, the bay doesn't take torpedo hits.
Acclimator 1 transport.
Okay.
Construction facility.
They actually didn't do as much damage as I thought, so let's go back and attack that again.
Explosion imminent.
Engaging.
Starsector correct. Experimental construction facility.
I think the attack is going pretty well. Reactivator, we can take it. We'd never get it out. We'd never get it out. Otherwise I would. But there's a fleet by the gate. I'd love to. We've already stolen one of their acclimators. I think we're okay for now.
Okay.
Make sure everyone's attacking this.
Part 17.
Acknowledged. Striking.
I'm gonna make sure my guys are back on intercept again. See the CR-70 over here is getting attacked.
Starsector correct.
Yeah, there's some V-19s I can see on the radar. Or there were.
Experimental
Oh,
construction.
let's go back to attacking this. Do it? Do what? Take the acclimator? I don't have any Marines with me, so it's purely reliant on them bailing out. This is a deep strike.
Experimental.
Down to 11% on their experimental facility. Oh yeah, this is a pure fighter strike. Like, this is get in, destroy this, leave. And then we set up to defend Liana and build a station in there and take it. This is going to mean they're not going to have a Praetor for a long time. No, the rebels who were using our tactics, that's all. We had to adapt, because like they took out our only capital ship.
Engaging.
Difference between us and the rebels is we don't leave any witnesses.
Engaging.
Experimental construction facility.
Because you're in the way. Boom. Experimental facility is
Anti-transport.
gone. Valerian Syndicate. Experiment failed, yeah.
Freighter.
Sure.
Like, yeah, go kill those. Sure.
Corellian Star Shuttle.
Like, who is shooting at me? I think they got him.
BFF bulk freighter.
If it's not Mandalorian or ICG, it dies.
Autonomous distress drone.
Whoa, guys, whoa. Let's farm up and attack together. I mean, do we just continue to go all out here and hit the refined goods complex? Actually, where's their defense? I'm gonna say, screw all that. Let's hit their defense platform. Probably here.
Neutron star builder.
Imagine being a BFF captain.
Okay.
Requesting immediate backup.
Immediate is not quick enough, bud. Rebuilder? We'll never get it out, man. Had no Marines, remember? Same situation. Once we take Liana, then we can start trying to capture a bunch of their ships from their own space. My fighters will kill it anyway. Well, if I set it to board, they won't actually. The fighters are really good at the boarding operation, in that they'll only knock out its modules and stuff. It's actually the player. If the player is in a capital ship, it's probably the worst thing in a boarding operation.
Striking.
Smart chip factory.
Nope.
Affirmative.
Nimbus starfighter.
For that, pilot.
Dirty as you.
CR-70M corvette.
Striking.
Defender corvette.
Yeah, just like when you're in a fleet, though, you know.
High Fury. CR-70M corvette. Defender corvette.
Swarm.
Nimbus starfighter. Arc 170. CR-70M corvette.
Acknowledged.
Alright, let's go figure out which one is their defense station. Because they've not built a new defense station in Liana yet. Just kinda crazy. Also, where the hell did the Sith fleet go? I mean, I'll take out this system's defense station, and then I think the AI shouldn't build back. The Sith Empire is mounting a defense of Liana. Fluid coolant or something. Oh, there it is. Let's hit this.
Striking. Okay.
Defense platform.
Engaging.
Probably, yeah, that's what I was thinking with the way they were building the Praetors and stuff. So the war of attrition has been won. We're at the point, we're getting to the point where we can actually get
Got it.
more of the building construction material. Don't sit in front of the guns.
Time to wipe you out.
Something I don't get is sometimes the fighters will do attack runs and it's fine. Sometimes they'll do the whole strafing in front of the guns thing and then they'll die in a couple of seconds. They're gonna start losing modules pretty soon, and that's gonna really hurt the defense here. That one is tracking me. The reckless strategy of building defense stations in CSA space is starting to get out. Yeah. Can't remember, do ion cannons affect the fire rate of those turrets on the modules? Because I'm just wondering, is that helping us here? That all of our fighters have iron cannons? The return fire does not seem to be huge. what I mean? We're flying around here. There's not a lot of return fire. Like with the amount of Furies and obviously Supremacies, they all have ion cannons, so we got hit by the big guns there. Now we're getting hit. Oh, this station is fully built. Yeah, this is one of the initial defense stations. This thing was built at the start of the game. Sector might be a factor too, but I'm talking about like fighting in sector and having a lot of fire coming back from a defense station. Or maybe it's because it's all fighters and all of the large turrets are trying to track the wrong fighter. I see you. Emerson Delta.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted. Static is very bad. You can't withstand.
You should. God damn it, autosave. Should not autosave in the middle of a fight.
I'm not talking to you.
No, that station has quad lasers and stuff. That's why I'm wondering. Is their fire rate being reduced? Look at that mall of fighters there.
Acknowledged.
I'm not talking.
Explosion imminent.
Confirmed. Okay.
Like you can see the lasers right there. They seem like they're inactive nearly. Well, they are inactive. But is that due to the ions? It's weird, you know? I don't know if it's a bug. Although, granted, those two defense platforms were probably destroyed. It just hadn't shown up yet. Probably, yeah. But all of the... see, because they aren't fully built. No, but that's what I'm saying. This is one of the initial spawn stations, so this was fully built. As you can see, this was the control station for this sector. They've lost 2 sectors in the last 2 hours. I think it's time to get building. They're trying to hit this. Hold on a minute. They're gonna kill it anyway, but it's fine. I mean, because we've attacked stations and they've, defended themselves. We've attacked defense stations and they've defended themselves. So I'm just curious. Oh, stretch. Oh, and crack the back. There we go. Right. The experimental construction facility is down.
Acclimator 1 transport.
Sure.
The 2 systems are ready. So, how is that little trading station getting on there, boys? Are you waiting on energy cells? You're basically waiting on energy cells. Right, I'll get that sorted here in a second. Actually, I'll get that sorted here right now. Screw that noise. Why aren't we sending out energy cells? I might have to just build a thing. Alright, there's 30,000 energy cells. Obsidian composite. You have 4,500. Let's take that much. And we'll just go down and finish this station. This is going to be our trade station junction. Like we did in our last campaign, we'll have it buy and sell all of the resources just from us. So it'll always be trying to buy a certain amount, and then we'll have it set to only hold a certain amount that's less than that. And then when we put in buildings like, down in Liana and stuff, that will get sent down to Stenos, which will be within 3 jumps of these systems. We'll put another one down in Liana probably, and just piggyback that. So all of our production will be connected into whatever we build down here, as well as new production down here. If that makes sense. Right, so you'll do that. We'll go kill a few transports here and see if they want to bail out. And we can stash them in like deep space.
Neutron Star Builder.
Prepare to die.
Neutron Star Freighter. Acclimator 1 transport.
Okay.
Here they come. Jesus.
I won't let you get away
I'm not talking to you.
What the feck is that?
Neutron Star Freighter.
We're having a few issues today.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay. You know what I should do? I should get a bunch of lats down here. could do that. We could get down a few lats. Yeah, because none of ours obviously survived attacking the Venator. I need those guns. Perfect. Do that. Let's build 16 of them. And we're just hanging out over here for no reason. Our shuttle with Marines. You gotta remember we're stuck that we can only build using the Sith materials. And we need the blueprints for it. For the ships that we're building. So if the ship doesn't have a Sith version of its build method, then we can't really build it because we don't have the production facility to make the resources needed. So for example, like what's one that I have? The R41 only has a universal build, so we would need Dura steel plates. Yeah, and then say the Supremacy, then the universal would be 400 Dura steel plates, but the Sith method is dark fusion cells and fiber steel. So we're only working off the Sith economy. That's why, as someone was saying, maybe get the ties. Wow, they're cheap. The problem being, my relations with Signer are actually not good either. Yeah. Because the only people that we're dealing with are the Commerce Guild and the Mandalorians, because they can be bought. I need to borrow a boarding ship. I have the Lats. Lats are cheap and they hold 17 Marines each. And they have EMP missiles, so after they drop their pods, they start bombarding the target with EMP missiles, which helps make the crew disappear. Hey, you.
Long calamari miner.
Acknowledged.
I could really use you. Oh yeah, that shield is dropping. You would like the bail. That'd be fantastic. Then I'll destroy the station next to you so that it doesn't shoot you after I take you over.
I'm not talking to you. Sure.
Neutron star builder.
The mining guild ties have a... The thing about the mining guild ties is they're crap, right? Hold on a minute. So the whole point was that they were saying like, oh, you could get better ties from Signer, but I was like, well, not really. The Supremacy is actually a good there it is. I feel like that's a standard TIE fighter. I don't really want that, you know? They look cool, yeah. To be fair, the Supremacy looks pretty cool and is just superior.
Refined fluids complex.
Oh, no, don't.
Confirmed.
Back over here. No, they're going to attack the transport, that's fine. Yeah, we're in here now, and there's nothing they can do about it. The Sith have their little fleet here, which is fantastic. We do have a terminus just hanging about. We also have another 900. They're getting there. That was at about 20,000 at the start. Oh, and just to answer, yeah, do they have a thing? They do have a Sith version of it, yeah. But again, they're not going to be worth it for us. I mean, do I continue attacking stations? Alright, you're on the way down. Oh, and then I guess after you do that, you can drop some in here as well. Raider's doing his thing. I guess I get another Periclon for that station. I mean, we can afford it. Might as well, right? It's the obsidian composite that's always going to be holding us back. Just do that. 7.5 million. One, buy another one of them. Warp has made 5.2 million because it's probably refitting a bunch of ships, so there's our money made back. Yo. Need more harrowers, that's the plan. I think once we take these two systems, we start getting a bunch more resources. So we take these two. We take Liana and Voss, I think. I think if we give Columex to the Sith, it'll give them a branching point out to Lucasec. Station.
Find goods complex.
Maybe this one's shooting back. For now. Also lost about 10% of its health. It is firing. It's not targeting us again, but it is firing a bit. That large turret though is not firing that much. Yeah, did you give a sector the AI that plopped down a build site and run away from it? No, not the Sith. The Sith don't build. They have an economy, but they don't build stations. Or at least I haven't seen them build a station. So we actually build the station for them and then sell it to them. So yeah, it's actually us building the station regardless. Yeah, well, the Sith only got an actual economy in this patch, so that's why I decided to do it.
Okay.
They really want to build something here, don't they?
I'm not talking to you.
Good assassin, that one.
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, look at that. Well, you're gonna die. Your crew is leaving you, though.
I'm not talking to you.
Refined goods complex.
Cool, so that's building. Has all the resources it needs. That'll be done in a minute, and then we're good. I mean, could I run the I can run the terminus down to here anyway. Yeah, the Mark II. Another cruiser to protect position in Fhiachs. What I can do is get this guy to collect you. Collect you. And then we'll drop one at that gate, and we'll drop one at that gate. Otherwise, finish off the factory. God damn, we could probably clear out this system before we take it. Alright, he's picked up the first one, so I'll get him to drop one like there. Happening though, we're moving out. Taking a little while. Maybe by Christmas we'll have it done in Christmas colors. Red and green. Cool. We'll have them drop one there as well. How we doing? 7% left on that factory. And it's done. And then, of course, I think I have this set up, right? Please tell me I have this set up. I do.
Sir?
Let him sit in there. Remove all orders. And hey, we're going to have replacements down here in a few minutes. So we'll get back up to our full numbers. Which is actually not bad.
High Fury.
Wow, they have nothing at the gate. I thought they were gonna have more than that. Oh yeah, we can definitely come in and take this sector. I'm gonna pop down like a cheeky station. Again, once we take the sector, the dudes will protect it, but they're already doing that, so yeah, we'll do like this. And that's it. That's what we'll do. Get a Mandalorian one up there. We'll unrestrict that. I'll give them the money to do it. But it's basically going to be our ships that deliver. Oh yeah, look, the Harrower's down here. There you go.
Medical supply factory.
Affirmative.
Alright, we can just sit here and wait. Hey, Technogeist. It's better. Yeah, better. Yeah, here's where their military is going to come from because of their shipyard up here. This is their next major target. Knocking that out would be kind of huge.
Split squash you.
Right, that's happening there. Good view of what's going on now. Like, we have a fleet here that's going to pop in anyway. That station's half dead, so I'm just going to start flying towards the next one. The scrappers. Okay, but was the station fully set up to do it? Because there's a few little things. Liberty Primary, it's all the same. So I actually have a scrap station here. But when I was setting it up, I had to make sure and come in here and put in an actual buy order. For whatever reason it didn't come in and do the buy order, and then you need to have the solid storage, don't you? Yeah, you need solid storage and container storage, and you need a ton of energy. Oh, it only works occasionally? Oh, that's weird. I think it probably doesn't take in anything until the process is completed either, though. It's only going to take in one cube at a time or whatever, if you're doing the cubes. Oh, the tugs are very slow. The tugs are very slow when you have a cube behind them, yeah. Like my guys are dragging in fighters. It's not too bad, but if it was a cube, I think they would be a lot slower. I think that's by design. I think it's by design because the cubes bring in a lot, don't they?
Confirmed.
Get 'em, boys. Yeah, I believe it's only one intake module. I think so. I think that was the thing before. But I could be very wrong on that. I haven't used the cubes at all. But I thought I read before that it is only one intake module. And then it's about how many processing modules you have, because then it'll get through the scrap faster, I think. Because I think people did that at the start when it came in. It was like, oh, I'm going to build a mega station. Oh, this isn't working. Why isn't it working? Well, actually it is. It's just that they only take in one thing at a time. Shoot at me. Explode. A pure scavenger run would be interesting. Would it? You only get dual steel plates out of that, you know? Yeah, that might be the way to go, Techno guys. Maybe have like 2 or 3 smaller stations and see how they work. Wait, is that station already dead?
Capacitor's factory.
Okay. Oh, here's our replacement fighters. Open in. Nice. Protect position at Liana. Thank you, Sith. You do have to make sure if you're doing this, you're at plus 30, because it will make them very active in your systems. Arrow is engaging all of that. Should win. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It only needs 382 dark fusion cells to complete it. Well, I could do that. If I remembered where my stuff is. I'll even only send one of you. Oh. Yeah, I'll send you twice. 3 times. I can math. That chill of Orion music. Yeah, send him on 3 runs, because by the time they actually build the thing, it'll have done the other 2 runs. Ah, damn it, I misclicked. Oh, the Kingdom's End music? Yeah, Kingdom's End music is very good. I have a Spotify list. How many songs are on this from? I have 88 songs on this list, and most of them are the X series. Some Brigador music, bit of Tarkov music, bit of Ivorion, you know, bits and bobs. Oh yeah, our lats. I forgot all about my lats. What's it doing there? What are AAA developers doing? Making mobile games and trying to sell them as full games so that they can do microtransactions and extra DLC that does nothing. It should have been in the base game. Stuff like that, maybe. Right, let's get the lats in here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about modding in certain games and such, so there's a lot of it is like just importing the model
Engaging.
onto the structures that the devs have made and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. There's more to it. Oh, there's an attack. Yeah. Right, well, there's also always the assertion that everything is done by the devs. It's not. They're contracted by a publisher and all this kind of stuff, and you know, all the shenanigans. It's business. That's why. Same with any other business. They don't give you the best of everything that they can do, because that would cost more.
Striking.
Oh yeah, this cockpit. This cockpit is very nice, yeah. Like, I'd even say, like, with EgoSoft, like, didn't they have like 20 employees or something when they released X4? I think it was around that number. And this is their own engine and stuff, so you know. God, I forgot about X3 again. We might start with it. We'll start with X3 tomorrow. Because otherwise I'll forget. I'll probably forget anyway, but someone reminds me tomorrow before I get drunk.
We'll have to do more damage than that. Not enough for you?
Oh, you started with X3? Nice. Yeah, X3 was great. Eventually. I started with X2. Oh look, corporate sector authority escape pods trying to get to a station. Well, we'll see if that station still exists when you get there. When X4 came out, I think it was unfairly critiqued against X3 because everyone had that kind of nostalgic view of X3 being this awesome thing when it released. But there's a Praetor. I mean...
Sure.
Let's go help the Harrower. If we can get there in time. Because that Praetor will wreck our station before it gets built. But yeah, X4 was, you know, was a bit messy on release. As with all the X games, but definitely a great
Jump complete.
foundation for the future of the X series. You only bought X3 and 4 because of mods? I don't know how many hours I have in X3 before I even added mods. How are we doing? River's nearly dead. We're not going to get there to save the Harrower, which is a problem because he would have taken the heat so that we could attack that. But that seems to be traveling up to there.
Neutron star builder.
Oh, do you know what?
Venator star destroyer.
Hi, Venator.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Is Interworlds on the Steam Workshop? No. I'll get a link for the mod Discord there in a minute, but no, it is not. For many, many reasons. Size, copyright, you know, all that kind of crack. This was a mistake. Oh, hi, Praetor. Bye, Praetor. Torpedoes. Forgot about the torpedoes.
Venator star.
Look at that hull drop. Look at that hull drop. Get out of there. noticed the 4 torpedo launchers? Oh, I was talking about his torpedo launchers. His heavy torpedo launchers. We won, so we're soloing a Venator now. Soloing a Venator with 50 other fighters. Oh god, I forgot I sent Lax into the other system as well. Damn it. Well, they didn't want to give it to us, so we had to destroy it.
Got it.
Do not chase the consular.
Okay.
Kill this thing instead.
Neutron Star Builder.
Making a nuisance of ourselves. Any big wars going on in Interworlds? Yes. So, Interworlds map is pretty massive, right? So let's say over here, the CSA who we're currently fighting are actively at war with the Commerce Guilds down here. The New Republic in the middle here are actively at war with the Empire in the north. The Mandalorians over here, who are also at war with the Empire. The Ascendancy are also at war with the Republic. They're not at war with the ICG. There's a trigger in the game that puts the Anawat Federation down here at war with the Republic as well, and I believe they're at war with the Ascendancy, but I'm not sure about that one. The Sith are at war with everyone, but they don't actually expand. Apes are kind of neutral to everyone. Camino at war with ICG. Is it post-Endor? Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, the Sith are just added in as like, they could be the big bad, you know, or just to throw on their ships. Yeah, post-Endor. Post-Endor, pre-Disney.
I'm so frightened.
For the most part.
We'll have to do more damage than this.
So, you want some more, didn't you?
Yeah, very true.
No, please, no.
Bad idea attacking Sith.
Arc-Wings Light Cruiser.
Seriously, I've got here.
Affirmative.
Ooh, there's another Venator down there.
You're going to die.
Yeah, we can pick apart this fleet pretty easily.
Explosion imminent.
Okay.
Of course, we got a couple of replacement fighters, and our replacements are fully stocked with torpedoes.
Explosion imminent.
Is that it?
V-19 Starfighter. Wide-wing
Excellent. Scrapping anything in this? Oh yeah, I remember I showed you. I have a scrap processing facility there. Vanilla chips are gone though, yeah. It is the quad jumper is the tug. You got shit memory? Welcome to the channel. Will fit in fine.
Striking.
Vendor Corvette. Wide
Is that a victory? That's a victory Star Destroyer over there. Alright, not too shabby. Another builder there. Let's finish off this silicon refinery actually.
Silicon refinery.
Affirmative.
I don't want that in my sector. What is the Interworlds equivalent of the scrap cube making cruiser? But that's animated weirs if they do it. No, it's actually the same thing, just with bits on it. I don't know if I've seen one in this run to show. No, I haven't. Tell you what. Save that. Let's do the thing. Haven't done it in a while. So, there are a bunch of different starts. Just like X4. You can do what you want. Tells you what you start with there. There are a couple of advanced starts. You do need to read these, so like everyone, most people hate you and so on. There's a couple of missions in them. Or there's a starting mission, let's say that. Like the last clone is actually the campaign that will make Camino a major faction, stuff like that. I haven't done Mandalorian Outcast, I don't think. A couple of showcases, there's a couple of battles you can just play. Where you're going to shape your own future. Expecting it to be a ship. Did you see the map? The whole map is replaced. Some of the stations are replaced. There are over 200 ships. So you've got your A-Wing, your Arc, B-Wing, whatever way you say that word. Delta 7, E-Wing, Beta 2, the Fang, Dune Lizard, the Hawk, which you'll recognize when I put the engines on it, Hyena, Bomber, Fhiachs, the Lat, of course, Magilla, Mythel is new. The modified N1 and the regular N1. Borax, Probe Tread, R41, Razor Crest, the Scarab, Scimitar type Bomber, Skurg, Primacy, which we're using, all the ties, all the ties. The free world. Free world stays. What's free worlds? Oh, for freelancer, right? Yeah, yeah. A couple of different versions of the X-Wing. My favorite one. A bunch of different versions of the Y-Wing, of course. If that's your top version of the quad jumper. Courier lat. Beat the Pede, TIE Shuttle, U-Wing, and then we're down at the end of the fighters. Then we go on to medium ships. The AEG Corvette, CR-70, CR-90, more CR-90s with guns. The Sharuba. The Lats have hyperdrive canonically. I think all of those ships did, didn't they? I don't know. The Crusader Corvette, Customs Corvette, the Defender, the Dornian gunship, Fire Spray, PR-75 battle refit, Gallifrey Corvette, Gauntlet, the Gazantes, various styles. Okay, just click the same one a couple of times there now. A Lancer, Raider, Hammerhead, Weakway Corvette, Action 4, more Action 4s, the CK, the Berea, more Gazantes, the Stathis, luxury yacht, Another AAG. More Action 4s. The BFF. More CR-70s. Fairlian Shuttle. Ebon Hawk. Full interior. Fortitude. G9. 275. Gazanti. More Gazantis. Even more Gazantis. J-type Nubian. The Lambda. The Mantis. Or the Stinger, I suppose. Steady. Another Status. The T6. The Theta. I think they like Gazantis. Someone did. The Ghost. The YT-1300 in its original form with interior. The YT-1300 modified. We all know. With an interior. A lot of these ships actually have interiors as well, Technogist. The YV. The ZH-40. And then we're at the end of the medium ships. Now we get on to large ships. I hope you like Doritos. Acclamator 2 assault ship, which is now an expeditionary ship. They did actually hire one of them. Arquitton, the Arrestor, you know it from Andor, with working tractor beams. Battle Dragon, when it loads. There we go. 546. The Dakar cruiser, that's the new Sith cruiser. Diamond. Dreadnought, of course. Enforcer. The Fulgur. The Ocean. Fulgur again because I clicked it wrong. Hard Cell. Immobilizer. Light cruiser. Where am I? Interceptor. Working tractor beams, yes. Katana Dreadnought. Kontos. Lancer. MC-40A. MC-40B with heavy torpedoes. Nebulon B. Other Nebulon B. Nebulon C. Neutron. Nova. Ordnance cruiser. Overseer cruiser. Delta 2. Praetorian. Proclamator. Quasar. Quasar 2. Terminus. Erosh. The Valor. The Fhiachs. Victory 2. The Vigil. The Vindicator. Another Neutron. The AA-9. The Nebulon C is ugly, yeah. More Nebulon, or more AA-9s, my god. The GR-500. In both gas and solid. The Hard Cell. In both gas and solid. The Heraclon. Same deal. There's the whole reason we came into this. There's your scrapper. Basically, it's the same thing, just with Imperial bits stuck onto it. Kind of. Acclamator 1 Freighter. The C9979. The Class 4. Diamond Freighter version. UR500 Freighter version. Hard Cell Freighter version. Neutron Freighter version. Delta Freighter version. Sith Freighter version. The TH1 Hauler. Valor Freighter. That's the end of the large. Now we get on to these things. The Allocator. The Bellator. Under all that green. the Executor under all that green. Guessing most of the S&M ships have to be teleported to get it access? No. None. I don't think any of the ships need to be teleported into to get access. The Harrower, of course. ISD-1. ISD-2. They all got ramps, pretty much. I'll spawn in a bunch of them here in a minute. Inquisitor. Kandosi. Kildabby. Producer Hulk. MC-75. MC-80 Sinosaur. Sinosure. This is a goated mod? It is. Does it hit performance? Not itself, but the mod is big, so it takes more performance than standard X4. Also, you should check out the well, you're on my YouTube channel, so yeah. I do the trailers for the mod, so they're all there. Reform. Munificent. Praetor. Rockestator. Prototype Executor. Providence. Recusant. 40 engines on it. Venator of multiple classes, the Clone Era, the Huts version, the base, I think the Imperial version. There's the Harbor, there's the Aux ship, the Looser Hulk control ship version, which is the Aux version on Calamari, the actual freighter version, another freighter. Oh yeah, that's it. You know, there's a couple of ships there. If we go. We'll make that our ship. I did save, didn't I? Add a fleet. Let's bring in like a raider. Alright, now let's bring in, I suppose, the CR-70. Bring in a lash. I'll bring in an X-Wing. Bet the thing is a one ship nation for cargo space. It's fairly big. Bring that in. Let's bring in the Razor Crest, I suppose. Right, let's just start that. Stretch. You probably haven't seen this either yet. This stream is the first I'm really seeing this mod. Well, welcome to Coruscant. gonna be a little bumpy while everything loads in.
LH-30 to a tin freighter.
Yeah, like if we start with the very basics, this is all you see of the world. So you can go exploring if you want.
Dwarf.
You know, I've actually never landed at this new wharf.
Docking granted. Successfully docked.
But wait, there's more.
Welcome.
YT-1300M.
Oh, I hit Shifty. Damn it. Alright, my guys landed yet? They're in the process of landing. There's the Razor Crest. Oh, and the lad.
Ma'am.
The pilot seat in there.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
You never know. And the Razor Crest, of course. You pop up here.
Razor Crest.
See that Y-wing's taken off. Building a bunch of ships here. If I do Shift D, we can head over to...
X-Wing T-70.
X-wings are a little bit funky sometimes, but yeah, you can like walk up to it and climb in.
Got my eye on you. Terrifying.
What's wrong with that? I'm behind the seat, am I? That's Because there was a boron in it. I think that's what's going on there. Yeah. So that's what you want to be careful with. Starting up some of these. Imagine they're getting ready to land here.
You're wrecking my shields.
Oh yeah, there's some great noises in it. Yeah, the audio is very good for the most part.
Docking granted. Successfully docked. X-Wing T-70.
Welcome.
Who's gonna get there first? They seem pretty big for M class. They're just about.
CR-70M Corvette.
Basic cockpit on that one. That's it. You like the hammerhead. Hammerhead is fully detailed on the inside. Oh. You say mall? What?
Raider Corvette.
Yeah, Interworlds. It's a great mod.
Requesting permission to dock.
Yeah.
Docking permission granted.
They use AI to make the voice say the right ship names. I don't think they used AI, but they just used the system that Egosoft used, which is... Isn't it just an AI voice anyway? It's just one of like the Microsoft voices with a bit of a synth on it. Something like that, yeah.
X-Wing T-70.
But again, one of the guys works in Egosoft, so I presume he has like the ability to use that device.
Docking granted.
How big is the Executor? It's the scale. Let's say that. I'm pretty sure it's the scale. It uses custom shipyard modules. You know the big station we attacked today, the experimental station. I don't know if you saw that part. That was the module. Actually, let me do the thing. 1 second. Doom. Oh. That didn't work. 1 second. That one. Go. That should be the invite link to the Star Wars mod Discord. Yeah, there's a Star Destroyer next to the Executor. Why can I zoom out that far? That's weird. So let's say we do this.
Imperial Star Destroyer 2.
Can't imagine the AI losing a war. Bombers are a thing. Yeah, bombers are a thing.
I've got my eye on you.
We didn't set up the weapons or anything, so it's going to be multicolor rainbow kind of thing.
Right. You're asking for it.
That could be your last mistake.
Enemy spotted.
Danger. Incoming missile.
Thanks, man. Just to check.
Incoming missile.
You're just asking for it.
Incoming missile. Danger. Incoming missile. Danger.
Joining squad.
Incoming missile.
We're hit.
Incoming missile. Danger.
You're in for it.
We shouldn't have done that.
That wasn't your best move.
Incoming missile. Incoming missile. Danger.
Drifting a bit. Yeah, that's the thing. This is without fighter support.
Danger.
I was like, who's shooting me? Oh, it's just the front of my ship firing backwards.
Incoming missile. Danger.
Get me out of here.
Incoming missile. Danger.
This isn't worth it. Really.
Oh, maybe we can get some fighter support.
You're making a big mistake.
Danger.
They do, and also you can now slow down time.
You don't stand a chance.
Stop. Stop. Please, no. Since you seem so keen, let's fight.